Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and back to another Urban Calisthenics workout. In today's session, we've got for you a full body calisthenics routine. We'll be doing 5 exercises for 60 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest for a total of 3 rounds. That's 19 minutes in total. Now, the equipment that you'll need for today's session, as you can see behind me, is a set of gymnastics rings, a set of parallel bars, and also a box or a chair will do. You'll also need a small space to work in. All that I ask is that you work as hard as you can within the given time frame whilst maintaining good form. I literally had to take a break on one of the exercises because my abs are completely packed in. As always, get a good warm before starting this routine. Practice those instructionals before getting stuck in. That's all from me. Let's see what's in store. So for the box squat pike, we're going to start with the hands on the floor. You're going to step up onto your platform and find a position where you can keep your legs straight and also bring the hips over the hands like so. If this is too much on the back of the legs and the hamstrings are too tight, we can simply take the hands that little bit further forwards. But ideally we want to be in this position here. From here, we're going to make our way down to the squat position, trying to bring the backside to the heels and keeping the shoulders over the top of the hands. From there, you're going to extend your legs and then you're going to push the chest towards the box every time we hit that pike position. We go back into our squat, keeping the shoulders over the top of the hands, extending the legs, and then we flex the shoulders through as we hit that pike position. So for our plank leg sweep to plank push combo, you're going to start by moving into a plank position, forearms parallel, i.e. don't have your hands moving together like this. So forearms parallel, shoulder blades apart, ribs pull down, tailbone under. Keeping the hips level to the shoulders, you're going to release one foot and try to sweep that leg as high up to the outside of the arm as you possibly can whilst keeping the leg straight. Once you reach that top position, you bring it back to its original position. Release the foot on the opposite side and do the same there. So as high as you can, keep the leg straight, bring it back to its original position. Now for the plank push. Bring one hand level to your ribs, push out strong, bring the other hand level to the ribs, make your way back down to the floor. Now I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. Hand to the ribs, other hand to the ribs, back down to the plank position, forearms parallel, and then repeat all again. So for this instructional for the ring pull squat, I'm going to give you 4 variations that you can do, working from the easiest to the more advanced. For the standard ring pull squat, you're going to set the rings up to a point whereby when you place your hands on the rings and you move into your squat position, your backside should not come into contact with the floor. I want you to also make sure that the hands, shoulders and hips remain on the same path, on the same line, making sure that we retain that line as we work into our pull. So I'm going to pull the shoulders down to begin. That activates the back, and I'm going to initiate the pull, taking the head towards the rings. From here, I don't want to focus too much on straightening the legs because that's going to take the weight out of my arms and it's going to stop the back from doing its job. From here, we then work down to our fully extended position on our arms, making sure the shoulders remain down, and then repeat. For our second variation, what you got to do is initiate the pull as we did before, but this time when we reach that top position, we're going to work on bringing the knees into the chest, releasing the feet from the floor. From here, you're going to place the feet back down, keeping the weight through the straps, and then working your way back into your squat position. So again, we initiate that pull, keep the head close to the rings. Bring the knees into the chest, bring the feet back to the floor, keep the weight through the rings, and then back into full extension from here. The add-on for the third variation is when we reach that top position in the tuck, you're going to send the legs out into an L, keeping the legs as straight as possible, and you're going to hold the L sit as you extend your arms and make your way back down to the floor. So we set up the same as we did on the previous one, back into the ring pull squat position, we go into that top position, we bring the knees into the chest. Extend the legs out straight, now keep them straight and very slowly make your way down to the floor. From here, you're going to slide your feet back into the squat position and then repeat. And finally, for the fourth variation, we're going to eliminate the squat completely. So you're going to start yourself off in an L, essentially doing an L sit pull-up to your top position. You're going to hold your L as you make your way back down to the floor. So hands on the rings, make sure your hips sit directly underneath the rings, keep the legs as straight as possible. Initiate your pull, bringing the head to the rings. So the shoulders go down, you go up, face to the rings, keep your legs straight, keep your back engaged as you make your way back down to the floor. So again, shoulders down, pull, squeeze the thighs as hard as you can, hold the L, and then all the way back down to the floor. So for our dip to tuck planche combi, you're going to start by setting up the bars to around about shoulder width. Hands will be central to the bars and make sure the hips are pretty much level to the hands. From here, you're going to move into an L position and we're going to start by moving into the dip. So for the dip, you essentially bring your head forwards, you bend your arms and take your backside as near to the floor as you possibly can. So bringing the head as near to the knees as you can from that position. Once you've reached your bottom position, you push out strong. And now from here, we need to move into our tuck planche position. So you're essentially going to lean your weight forwards as best you possibly can. And as we lean, we commit the legs by bringing the feet just behind the bars, but notice how the shoulders are set forwards in this planche-like position. Keep the hips level to the shoulders, hold for a second, release the feet, compressing the bars, and then moving back into your L position. Notice how the hips move again, level to the hands. Ready for the dip. So one dip, as low as you can, keep the legs straight. Lean forwards, compress the bars, bring the feet just behind the bars, shoulders slightly in front of the wrists. Round the spine, pull your ribs down and pull your pelvis under at this point. Release the feet, gently compressing the bars, land the feet, work back into your dip. If this is too challenging, we can simply walk back instead of jumping back off the back of the dip. So again, the setup will be exactly the same. Legs are straight. We work into the dip. You lean forwards and you simply step back to the position. Get familiar with that planche-like position, rounding the upper back once again, releasing the feet if you can, and then back into your dip. Lean forwards, step a couple times. And if the jumping through is still too difficult, you can also walk back into your L if you want to. So for our single leg pass, you're going to start by moving into a hollow body position. So getting the legs as straight as possible, lower back to the floor, ribs pushed down, shoulders off the floor, arms in an overhead position. From here, you're going to swing up, and at the same time, you're going to swing one leg up as high as possible. When we reach that top position, the hands will move behind that leg. So we swing up and simply tap the hands around the back of the leg. And now I'm going to do the same on the opposite side, whilst keeping that bottom leg as straight as possible, but making sure we go all the way up onto the back side, essentially doing a V-sit. So if this is too challenging, what you can do instead of bringing the leg up straight is you can bring the knee into the chest and simply place the hands around the back of the leg as it moves up. Still with the intention of keeping that bottom leg as straight as possible. Thanks so much for joining me in this calisthenics workout. I hope you had a great time challenging yourself and breaking a sweat. If you did find this workout useful and beneficial, please give me a like. Keep up the great work, stay motivated, and I'll see you on the next workout.